Hey Nick, it's Jilly. Um, I kind of liked it when you did the video a couple weeks ago, so decided to reply back with the video too. Anyways, just want to say hi. Hoping everything's going okay with you. Hope the your last therapy, holy cow, went okay. And what else? Saw that, yeah, you had to do one more week of staying home, but, doctor knows best, and, just take, it's what it is, but, at least you'll be back at work, next, Monday, right? So, I don't know how that, are you still doing PT then, and doing it after, or whatever restrictions, are there any restrictions you're going to be on, or anything like that? Um, Other than that, let's see. Yeah, the houses. Sorry I didn't text you back yesterday. Just I was getting stuff ready for Jay for his interviews today, and just kind of got caught up in doing all that and business taxes, all that shit. But yeah, I mean, we only looked at three houses. We never went to the one that was listed supposedly in Deerfield. Yeah, no, I don't know what freaking realtor or Truly or whatever it was that we found this house listed in Deerfield. It's actually in Wapaka or up by, I think it's like near Jim. So you're talking an hour and a half north of Madison. I'm like, I texted the guy back saying, how can they list this in Deerfield when it's actually like by Green Bay, you know? So, anyways, he said, yeah, he's going to take a look at that. A lot of people have been pretty disappointed. So, I'm like, well, one person being disappointed should basically make you guys change where the address is. Don't list it as Deerfield, list it as where it actually is. So, we ended up not going up there. The other three we found, you know, that we looked at, whatever, it just. I know we're going to be looking at dozens more. That's what we did when we found our house, and it's just a matter of, you know, we know the basics of what we want, and, it just depends on, what the house actually looks like. So, not that disappointed, and I don't mind, actually, I don't mind looking at houses, neat to see, um, looking at all the pictures online, and we go through Zillow, we go through Trulia, we go through Realtor.com, so we have, three different sites that we look at, and getting updates and everything like that. And I know we had talked. I thought I had talked with you that the building may be an option. Um, it wasn't an option when we were buying our house down here, just because property value or land is just so expensive. Even now, it's like an acre of land down here is like $100,000. We found like 5 acres of land in Orfordville for $30,000, 29.5. So we're keeping our options open on building, just because if that might be the way to go, then we pick out a cabin kit and something that's going to be suitable for both of us that we both like. And I know there's add-ons and then a basement and stuff like that, but we're actually going through a pre-approval process for a construction loan. So the one of the realtors that we talked to on Saturday or Sunday hooked us up with a guy at Johnson Bank in Janesville. So um, I'm going to talk to him. We sent in the application for the pre-approval. We have been pre-approved, but he has some questions um, that he needs answered as to what the amount would be. So that's good news. Jay's interview, he just called me about 20 minutes ago. Um, the interview for the Department of Corrections up by Oshkosh, he said he thought it went really well. Everything he told me, they had a panel of three people. It was like the assistant warden, the facilities manager, who he would report to as being the facilities maintenance guy, and then like an administrative lady, maybe HR or something like that. So, I have them all kind of formally dressed in a suit and tie and everything like that. And he said when he got in there, he had to answer these 4 questions on this piece of paper, and then the panel would look at it and kind of ask him verbally, based off of the questions he wrote down, or the answers he wrote down. Then they would ask him, well, here's your answer, is there anything else? So he said at first when he got in there and he's filling out the paper, everybody seemed kind of, sitting tight and kind of uptight and everything like that. And then he said that, and he's in a suit and tie, so you know, he looks professional, which is okay. But, um, he said once he started talking, once he started, explaining his answers and being able to add to his answers and extrapolate and give more answers to him, he said everybody like relaxed. He said he could visibly see people relax and smiling and nodding and looking at each other and smiling and everything. So his answers were, and the answers he told me were fantastic. I mean, he was himself, without the fart and the burp and swearing and everything like that. But, he really, everything he told me. And then they had him ask, do you have any questions to ask us? And he asked a couple of really good questions. One is, continuing education to improve his position. Another one is, quality. I'm sure you guys have a quality standards and process, and because you're dealing with prisoners, so just things like that. So every answer he gave was very honest. He said, if there are things that I don't know, he said I'm hoping that I he said I learned very, very fast. He said that I'm very, not to, he said, not to, toot my own horn, but I'm very mechanical. He said, I love to fix things. I love to, find new ways to, make things better and just easier and, things like that. And, so he was, um, the answers he gave were, to me, they were fabulous. They were really, really good answers. And he was himself. Jay, he knows what he's talking about. So, he said he felt it went really well, and then they thanked him and everything like that. Said they had a couple more interviews. So, he thanked them for the opportunity and everything like that. We're going to send out a thank you email to the director or the guy who set up the interview, again, just to thank them for the opportunity. So, like he said, he thought it went really well. And keep your fingers crossed and a prayer for him. Well, maybe not a prayer from you. Just kidding. um, let's see. Other than that, well, he's on his way to Deerfield. Actually, he might be there. He said it's about an hour's drive from Oshkosh. It was like 8 miles from his hotel room in Oshkosh to the Department of Corrections. So he said it's about an hour to Deerfield, and then his interview's at 2. So at Wisconsin Built. So he said he'll be calling me before he goes to that. He said he's probably going to check out the town, have some lunch and stuff like that. So other than that, so he'll let me know. I'll let you know how that went. And we're going to be setting up more, depending on these 2 jobs and others. I mean, we're still going to keep putting his resume and everything, and his resume in. So see what happens. And for me, the post office, the guy said they go by cycles. He said the 21st would be when I would be put on the post office employee something, but he's also going to send me more information because I have to go through the training in Madison. So he's supposed to send that to me, I think, by early next week. So I'll know for sure exactly when the training starts. I have to go through a week of training at Madison for, sorting office, things like that. Then I have to go through another week with driving, and then I have to get fingerprinted and all that kind of shit. So, like I said, it doesn't move fast. You know, they're supposedly private, but they still have that government attitude, or government way of doing things. So, like I said, I'm not quite sure until he sends me the information with all the schedule. He said that, you know, and he told me that in the interview, that they would send me a schedule of everything that, um, you know, has to happen. So, and let's see, what else? How are the boys doing? Hope they're doing good, and Brad, and you, of course, and Butchie's. Well, I'm in my office. Butchie's, he had to have a lookout, you know, do his job, keeping an eye out, and then now he's kind of snoozing a little bit, so it takes a lot out of him keeping an eye out. And he can finally get through the backyard. We actually lost quite a bit of snow with the warm-up. Yay. Just looking at the different things I can do here. Woo! Yay! Alright, so anyways, I'm this like Walter Cronkite guy. Oh, I'll do the doggy too. Oh, doggy. Ooh. Doggy. Hi, doggy. Oh, teddy bear. Alright, so anyways, talking to a teddy bear, you can just call me Ted. And let's go back to how do I get back out of here? There we go. I have too much fun with that. Oh yay, little bubbles of jelly. Ooh, snowflakes. Yay, snowflakes. So anyway, sweetie, that might be Jay calling. Yeah. So I'm going to. That's very loud. I'm gonna let you go, and also I'm sending out the pain cream today. So, you know, I was hoping I'd see you on Sunday, but things just didn't work out. I hope everything went well over at Mr. and Mrs. Young's. And say hi to everybody. Miss you very much. And also, I have to think about something for your birthday. I know you don't want to do anything, but you know, we always do something. So think about it. You know, that coming down here might be the last time you see the house too. So you know, that's something to consider. And we always love having you. So give the boys hugs and kisses and smashes from Auntie. And hope you're doing well. And miss you very much. And give Brad a hug and kiss from me. And you don't want to know what Uncle Jay says, but no, just kidding. And I love you very much. And glad that you know, things are getting better every day. I was so impressed with you when I saw you last week. You're just doing wonderful, Nick. Good job. And I will talk to you soon. Love you, love you. Bye.